we're here to kind of guide you to do that.
So let's fast forward 20 years from now, right? You're
Uh-huh.
2025. In 20 years, where do you want your career to be at? Like, you want to have like a certain number of pieces of art sold? You want to have like your own art gallery? Do you want to have like some kind of art show you want to do? Like, what's in 20 years, what's going to determine that in your mind
Hmm.
you've had a good career as an artist?
Honestly, yeah, that I would love to have my own gallery and event space to where I can showcase art. Other people can showcase art, almost like down here where like Axis is like in a space where you can have multiple things going on at once. People can utilize that space. People can utilize it for a studio space for themselves as well, um, because you value stuff like that as an artist, man. The majority of artists, we do our work in our living room. Your bedroom might be your studio. If you got a garage, that might be your studio space. Um, it's just like that's gonna you do it wherever you can, you know. So yeah, I would love that. It ain't even about like, oh man, how many pieces. Like, look, man, I'll sell pieces some days and some days I don't. But it's like it's not gonna stop me from working. But ultimately, it's like, yeah, love to have like a gallery space, studio space that can also be used for other artists to utilize those spaces as well to get themselves out there and not make them feel like you got to pay this exorbitant amount of money to just get it in there for one night. You'd be like, come on. Be like, yeah, we're going to take it's 50-50 split on anything you sell. You'd be like, I'm okay with that. Like, yeah, that's kind of outrageous a lot of times because then it also forces artists to hike up their prices because I got to at least try to get my money back that I was originally going to sell it for because you want to take so much from it. So I wanted to have something like that. Um, that would be fantastic.
You have any upcoming art shows you're going to be showing your stuff out that people can know about? They can go
Um,
check it out. That's coming up soon.
yeah, give me a second here
Okay.
because I'm just waiting to hear back from from some people, but I know one thing that I'm applying for is for Sean Pike, like the storefront,
Hmm.
because I hadn't done that yet. I know some artists that have done that, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get inside that storefront, definitely. Um, I am, like I said, we have an event that's going to be at Bainbridge Island Museum of Art. That'll be in January, so
Okay.
be on the lookout for that stuff to be posted online as well. That'll also be curated by Fancy Vargas as well with Elevate PRM. Um, I am waiting for word back from Tacoma Community College right now because there is going to be an event for Black Artist Exhibition. I think this is their third year. I did it last year. And by doing that, like I said, that exhibition right there brought me some good attention, from other organizations as well. Like I was able to sell one of my original pieces to a college because they reached out to them who saw my work and they wanted that for their gallery and their school. That brought me some commissions from nonprofit organizations within the city of Seattle as well. So just already applied for that. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them so I can know when to
Okay.
bring my work to them. But that's like I think a third annual like Black Artist Exhibition in Tacoma Community College as well that I'm prepping for. Um, and you know, like for me, I got to a point now where I used to jump on everything.
Hmm.
Now I'm a much more selective about what I tend to or what I apply for as well. It's just one of those things where I found it's like that saying like all money ain't good money.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's like sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Once you actually get in there. So it's like I pick and choose what I'm going to be a part of, being much more selective because when you start doing like a lot of paintings and they become larger and larger, you don't want to be traveling around with a lot of your original. Like you don't want your travel around with your original stuff
Yeah.
for one day.
Yeah.
like so you sometimes you just have to be selective, like, okay, I'm gonna bring these type of things
Hmm.
out specifically. And I'm more than likely gonna, just continue to do it that way because it allows me to focus on the things
Hmm.
that I want to do that's going to be more important.
Yeah.
Um, and I just try to continue doing things like that. There will be an upcoming Black Makers and Creatives that's going to be at I believe, the Renton Hyatt as well. That'll be coming up in the next couple of months. Like I said, those will be things that will start to get pumped on social media soon as well. And like I said, we have the Cultivate Collective Art Boutique that's at the Bellevue Arts Museum. We have the literally taken over the gift shop
Hmm.
space in there. We have about 30 plus artists and artisans in there. So you can come in there, get your art. You can come in there and get candles, jewelry, clothing. So we'll have that all there at the Bellevue Arts Museum shop as well. So we try to make sure that we stay active, man.
Nice. So Charles, anything else that I asked you that I didn't, or anything else you want to talk about?
Ah, man, I'm free flowing. I don't have a checklist in my
Okay.
head, man. I just be open.
Cool. Cool. Can you share your social media with us so people can
uh
reach out to you?
yeah, sure. So you can find me on my website, theoriginalspur.com. Spelled all like it sounds, the original spur. That's SPUR.com. Same thing for my IG, the original spur, and my Facebook as well, the original spur. So as all of those things get linked together
Okay.
as well. So pretty easy to find, very approachable if you have questions or anything like that. Man, I answer anybody that, unless you're a bot talking about, hey, you want to improve your Instagram? It's like, man, if you don't get on out of here.
Yeah, so many of those. So
Yeah,
many of those.
definitely. Can't stand that. I'm like, delete,
Yeah.
delete, get out of here. No, thank you.
Cool. Hey, Charles, thanks for your time today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate this, Jason, and I'm just grateful. Thank you.
Thanks. And to our listeners, thank you for your time as well. Remember to be great every